Regal charisma. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. Regal charisma. And that's what you have. And that's why you're driving these incredibly attractive, gorgeous women insane. Good evening, grand rising, good afternoon, or good night. You guys hit that follow button and like. Let's get right into this. One of the traits or character traits that women find incredibly seductive from extremely attractive masculine men is your regal charisma. Okay? Now, there's one thing being charismatic, but there's another thing when you're regally charismatic. Allow me to explain. Regal is a way to describe someone who just seems royal. They carry themselves with a certain level of authority regardless of the situation that they are in. Women normally identify a regal man that is not a rich man, is not a popular man, but he could be a popular loner because his regal mindset, his stoic ways, the way that you move in silence turns them on in a different kind of way than a man with just money. Clout can't really do it for these women either. There's a certain level of kingship, emperorship that you carry, depending on the woman that you're speaking to. And they recognize it. It's an energy, it's an aura, and the charisma goes right along with it. Listen, you can be extremely seductive without having to do very much. Your natural charm and the way that you speak is enough. You can just give a little smile or a little smirk, the way you move your face or adjust your glasses. It could be even as simple as just the way that you move your hands and articulate yourself very dramatically. Women tend to pay attention to the little things, and they notice if a man is sitting up straight, chest out, head straight to the front, moving in a way like he knows he owns this, and also moving in a way like you don't have nowhere to be. Even though you get a lot of things done, you do it stoically. There is no rush, there is no hurry. I want you to understand when you are strong, stoic, extremely attractive, classy, masculine man, that your energy is presented to women like a smooth, warm Sunday morning. You know what I mean? They just see the way that you move in a way like you get things done. You're not bickering or arguing. You don't let anyone take you off your throne whenever they're trying to project onto you how they feel about you, disguised as criticism or jokes or whatever. You have a wittiness about you to where you handle your enemies, but you do it in a way to where it's classy, right? I mean, but you're giving them the business. It's some stuff they never forget. Even the ones that read it or listen to you say it, they never forget. They don't want to be on the other end of it either. But you move in a way that you never come off your throne. You move in silence. You're handling so much in the background without really mentioning much of it in the forefront. And when people think you're going in one direction, you turn right around and go in the complete opposite. They never thought about direction. And this kind of maturity and self-validation, because that's what it is. You self-validate. You don't need anyone outside of you to validate who you are or validate what you plan on doing. You go to God, check in with him. He be like, good to go. Make it happen. You got it, Captain. And then you move on. That's it. Ain't no running it by nobody. Hey, what you think about? I don't care. I don't care. And moving like this makes you extremely seductive. Women are always watching men and looking for a certain type of man, but when you're universally that man with the trifecta, you know what I'm saying? Women tend to be drawn to you like a siren. A lot of them feel like that you're drawing them to them You're drawing them to you against their will. Like, you know, some of these witches will think that you're doing magic and you're a man of God. You would never, you would never. Here's the thing about that too. If you're a man of God, you're going to have a certain glow about you and you're going to look very healthy. Anyone that dabbles in witchcraft is going to have a face full of pimples and different things, and the skin look rough. The skin's going to look scaly, and I've noticed it. I've looked at it the same way that they look. The reason why most people that are witches and warlocks always try to send magic towards people that look good is because their faces are jacked up. But it's jacked up because they're using this magic that the devil is allowing them to use and using them to get to chosen ones and people of God. But that's a story for another time. Women love how deep you go into things that you are passionate about. And they love, again, how you take your time. See, when you're the kind of guy that can speak and get your words out in a way to where you're not rushing through them, you're not speeding through your conversation, they can tell that they're well thought out and well articulated. It makes a woman's mind wander. She sees you take your time and you think things through. And I know you're going to think, oh, she's thinking about our future. She is, but, you know what I'm saying, we're all mammals. You know, we're all human. She's also thinking about how you're going to take your time in that bedroom, how you're going to work her over, how is it going to go down. I'm telling you, man, you stimulate these women in all ways, okay? But don't forget the most important, okay? The hot box steady be rocking. You know what I mean? And that's that when it comes to attraction, I don't care what you say, that right there is a very important piece. She has to be extremely attracted to you, hence the reason for the channel. Look, you guys, I know some of y'all think, oh, he just did this because he has a lot of people copying him and he talked to God and found out a way to get his point across that no one else could really copy unless they're extremely attractive. And if they do copy it, then it's very obvious who copied who, right? Now, I know a lot of y'all are thinking that's what he did. Well, it is, but also, you know what I'm saying? Also, it's just, it is what it is. I need to be able to have a place for women who are looking for men to know that they can go over to this channel and know they're going to get some real talk from an extremely attractive man that moves in a way that they like, a man that moves in silence, a man that's unbothered, a man that doesn't care about anyone else's opinions of him that are projected onto him, because he knows that those are just those people's demons that they refuse to deal with, that they refuse to work on. Women can tell that you've worked on your demons. You've beat them and you've submitted them. You're not scared of nothing. It's very obvious. They can't shame you. They can't gang stalk you. They can't mock you, mimic you, or triangulate you and shame you off the internet or whatever you're doing. Because those peasants don't mean nothing to you. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. That's what regalness is. And I know I'm a Leo, so I have it automatically to know that I'm a king, that I am the sun, that women get light from me. You know, I am the seed. So I won't allow anyone to take me off my throne. Now, you can come over here and get on the program, or you can get lost respectfully. That's just the way it is. And don't forget that you're a trendsetter. You have a ton of people that watch you and come up with all kind of stuff. Rappers, singers, comedians, actors, all kind of stuff. Don't think that women don't know that you're an influence to other people. They notice that kind of stuff. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay great. And know that when you're an extremely attractive, masculine man who is a popular loner, lone wolf, you're extremely seductive to gorgeous, undeniably hot women. Stay tuned for more.